Hey guys, the real Randy Chavez coming here at you with a stock video, specifically mostly for Tesla. Number two for the day. I'm sorry, I'm getting slightly more inebriated as the day goes on. We have again, for those of you that don't watch my Pokemon videos, and this is my first stock video in a while. Unfortunately, I've been gone for a couple of days. Even though I don't make stock videos every day the same way I do Pokemon, there probably is enough data, but my specialty is in Pokemon. My specialty is in sales and data analysis. And I have Pokemon literally in my skin. That is, and Dragon Ball Z and a bunch of other stuff too. But stocks is something that is relatively new for me. Stocks is something that, yes, I went deep down the rabbit hole. And this was going to be really mostly about Tesla and the fact that it had a fantastic day today, had a fantastic weekend with the CEO of Tesla, also being the CEO and owners of SpaceX, had a fantastic launch. The first time in 11 years, astronauts have left from U.S. soil, and this is going to be the first of many. Even though it was a successful launch, and they successfully re-landed the boosters, everything that could go right went right with it. President Trump was there. They had free marketing there when the astronauts rolled up in Tesla Model X's. Like, that is freaking fantastic. Free marketing. Tesla, those of you that don't know, there are companies that spend hundreds of millions of dollars a year on marketing. Tesla doesn't do that. They don't need to. See, the SpaceX CEO of Tesla, Elon Musk, he has 30 million Twitter followers. He's got fanboys that will do anything that they want. Like, he was asked the other day about his Cybertruck, and why does it need to be bulletproof? And he just responds, because it's badass. Like, do you want a Cybertruck that's not bulletproof? Do you want a Cybertruck that is bulletproof? If you have the option, what do you want? And they're just like, all right, yeah. Like, that's like, and that's cool. Anything that he does now. Most everything that he does is pretty freaking awesome. But he's the type of person where he could have this really lackluster idea. He could be like, "Oh, hey, let's do this," and it could be a bad idea, and people are like, "Yeah, let's do it." That's what fanboys do. He can do no wrong in the eyes of his mega followers. And that's, you can't put a price on that. I mean, I guess you could try to quantify it in some way that you want, but not having to be able to spend anything on marketing just by, and sorry, it's just hot in this room, just by going alone, by being able to tweet something and just get away with what he gets away with is just incredible. So I am still waiting on my E-Trade account to be sent from a individual brokerage account to a business brokerage account, which, by the way, if you own a business and you use the profits of the business to go into stocks, you have to have a business brokerage account, or else you pay a fuck ton of tax on it. So, yes, $20-something thousand later, and I figured that out. And I want to buy, another 10 shares. I had a nice windfall after this weekend, and I have a couple of gigs lined up outside of my two businesses. I was a private investigator back in the day, and part of that was security. And right now, with a bunch of riots going on, me living in New York, I'm contacted by a few business owners. Hey, can you stand by my shop? And could you make sure a bunch of people that, obviously protesting is okay. And you being a military guy, I'm a big, big fan of the First Amendment. Well, all the amendments, the Constitution in general. But the First Amendment, speech, press, religion, assembly, and petition. Those are one of the key aspects of being American. You could speak your mind and you could say what you want. And the First Amendment is there so you could say controversial things. First Amendment is there so, not to talk about the weather. Ron Paul said it was to say controversial things. It is to be able to speak your mind without having fear of blowback. And obviously, I'm a big believer in the Second Amendment, too. And you can see differences between protests where the protesters are armed and how, those protesters are treated versus where the protesters are not armed and how those protesters are treated. Now, obviously, you have the rioters and the looters and even what President Obama, when he was in office, called thugs. If you're rioting and looting business, that doesn't bring pro to your cause. I didn't mean for this to get all political. It doesn't bring any justice to your cause. It actually takes it away from it. And if I was part of the White House, if I was trying to spin this, I would say, I would just use a blanket term. Every single one of these people are domestic terrorists. They're out at night. They're looking to be no good losers, and they're looking to destroy businesses for no freaking reason. Obviously, there needs, and that's what the White House is supposed to do. They're supposed to take bad things, spin it on whatever's happening, and try to make themselves look good in the light, however they can. Obviously, there's a huge conversation that needs to be had about that, but where I was going with this originally is that if you have any background in security, any background in fortifying places, military background, call local business owners. Hey, again, if you're willing and you have experience in that area, say hey, this is my experience. This is what I've done before. Handle the resume, list of contacts. Be you may or may not have competition with it, and say, let me defend your store. Let me go inside. Let me defend it any way that you can. Granted, that it depends on the area you are in. Some areas might have police presence where they don't need that. And check beforehand. But some areas might not. And they'll be like if you remember if I have some viewers here that are old enough to remember the Rodney King riots, some of the businesses that did not get looted and rioted were the business owners that had guns. A lot of them Asian, for some reason. If you're white or light skinned, I would stay out of those high domestic violence areas for right now. I know, again, I've been gone for a few days. I come back and it's all gone to shit. I feel like Hawkeye after he retired in Captain America Civil War. But anyway, that's me. I hope everyone's doing well. Every single ounce of new money I'm getting, not from this past weekend, well, a little bit from this past week, but new money that I'm getting in the next couple of weeks, all going to go to Tesla. All going to go to Tesla stock. Maybe one more share of Illumina because I only have 9 of those, and a couple on Fastly. But we've seen what Elon Musk has done, what he's continued. His company is valued at $140 to $150 billion, and they only have really 2 factories. They have Fremont and Giga Shanghai. What is this going to be like when they have Giga or Terra Austin? If Giga Berlin that's coming next, end of next year, they're going to start producing. Giga Austin, what are they going to do when they have so many freaking cars and prices are just lowered? This stock is going to go through the roof. I'm not a professional. This is just my opinion. I'm putting my money where my mouth is. I put 5 figures into this company already. I'm going to put 5 figures more in. That's just... This video is brought to you by Bud Light Seltzer. Please drink responsibly. Have a good one, guys. Love you.